Season 8 of 1,000-Pound Sisters, a new development in the conflict between Amy and Tammy. The 8th season of the reality series 1,000-Pound Sisters has witnessed heightened conflict between sisters Amy Slayton and Tammy Slayton. In a recent episode, Amy stated, "I have grievances regarding my sister Tammy that I can no longer suppress." Tammy grew angry at hearing this comment. She vehemently stated, "Indeed, I comprehend that I am the source of all the distress in your life. That is why you are always after me." Then Tammy stated more emphatically, "However, please proceed on your own path with your husband and children. Return to your husband's residence." This emotional estrangement and familial discord between the two sisters has generated considerable discourse among the public. Only time will reveal whether the relationship will ameliorate in the future. Season 8 of 1,000-Pound Sisters was intended to be a period of healing, fresh starts, and familial reconciliation. However, it has instead unearthed deep-seated animosities, presenting Amy Slayton and Tammy Slayton with the most formidable challenge to their sisterly bond to date. The situation commenced when Amy, burdened by her obligations as a mother of two and the emotional strain of supporting her sister, ultimately arrived at her breaking point. On camera, she tearfully admitted, "I love Tammy. I always have. However, I possess legitimate grievances that I have suppressed for years. I can no longer endure this. I require tranquility for myself and my children." That singular sentence ignited the spark. Tammy, recently rehabilitated and endeavoring to reconstruct her life, did not dismiss the remarks lightly. She was incensed. In an unfiltered moment captured on camera, she exclaimed, "Oh, I comprehend. I am the antagonist in your narrative. That is why you consistently confront me, perpetually attributing blame when circumstances deteriorate." Amy remained motionless, astonished not only by Tammy's response but also by the anguish underlying her words. For an instant, the house was enveloped in silence, save for the cries of Gage, Amy's toddler, who sensed the tension without comprehending it. Tammy, now obviously trembling, inhaled deeply and stated, "You have a family now, Amy. A husband and beautiful children. Perhaps it is time for you to cease supporting me and begin living for them. Just leave. Return home." That evening, Amy assembled a bag and departed with her children. It was not a final decision, at least not at that moment, but it seemed as though something essential had been irrevocably broken. Weeks elapsed. Amy endeavored to concentrate on motherhood. Tammy withdrew into her own isolation, hardly communicating even with immediate family. Their brother Chris attempted to mediate, but both sisters remained obstinate. Global fans engaged in discourse. Was Amy's departure an act of selfishness, or was Tammy justified in requesting distance? Social media inundated with opinions, some advocating for reconciliation, while others promoted the establishment of boundaries. A pivotal moment ensued. In a reunion episode, recorded during an emotional one-on-one therapy session, the sisters confronted one another for the first time in almost a month, with the cameras documenting every moment. Tammy initiated the conversation, her tone kind yet resolute. "I felt anger, not solely directed at you, Amy, but also towards myself. You consistently supported me, and I failed to acknowledge it. I feared solitude." Amy, suppressing tears, responded, "I was frightened as well. Frightened that if I departed, I would lose you. However, I could not continue sacrificing everything while retaining nothing for myself. I had to prioritize my children." The two remained silent until ultimately embracing, initially clumsily, but then firmly, as if reluctant to part. "I do not harbor resentment towards you for prioritizing your children," Tammy murmured. "I would have made the same choice." The season concluded with a flicker of optimism. Not an ideal resolution, but the inception of a new chapter. A potential assurance that even the most fractured relationships may be repaired with honesty, distance, and time. Nonetheless, the summer in Dixon, Kentucky, was anticipated to be tranquil. Amy and Tammy Slayton, the renowned 1,000-Pound Sisters, intended to host a serene family reunion featuring a barbecue, porch swings, and lemonade. However, this summer devolved into a tumultuous spectacle of police sirens, wild animals, and familial disorder that astonished the entire town and garnered global attention. Amy arrived at their former family residence in her new minivan. Baby Glenn was laughing in the back seat. Tammy, now more agile and utilizing her electric wheelchair less frequently, exited wearing leopard print leggings and her characteristic flair. "Amy, I assure you, if Uncle Roy arrives inebriated once more, I will personally contact the authorities," Tammy said, glancing askance at the assembled family beneath the canopy. Amy laughed. "We are simply going to enjoy ourselves. No drama." Notable final utterances. Within 20 minutes of the reunion, Cousin Denise accused Aunt Patty of appropriating her potato salad recipe from Pinterest. "You lack creativity, Patty. It is widely recognized that jalapenos in potato salad are my hallmark." Amy attempted to defuse the situation with a platter of cornbread, while Tammy seized a lawn chair and some popcorn. "This surpasses Jerry Springer," Tammy said. Subsequently, the altercation escalated. Denise struck a paper plate from Patty's grasp. Patty, with a scorching grill tong, pursued her across the yard. Amy shouted, "Call the police." As sirens commenced their wailing in the distance, a novel menace materialized. A neighbor's pet llama breached the backyard gate and charged through the picnic tables. It had reportedly been trained for weddings and exhibited a strong aversion to loud noises. Tammy screamed and jumped onto the porch. The llama made eye contact with Cousin Dave, who had barbecue sauce smeared across his face. In a tumultuous frenzy, the llama propelled Dave into the inflatable pool. Tammy exclaimed, "Everyone, this is why we cannot possess nice items." Law enforcement arrived shortly thereafter. 2 patrol vehicles and 1 bewildered animal control officer who assessed the situation and communicated via radio. "We have a 10 to 44, a llama at large, and an elderly woman wielding a flaming grill tong." By that evening, the story had already surfaced on TikTok. An individual had live-streamed the entire familial altercation, featuring the llama's spectacular cannonball. The headline stated, "The family reunion of 1,000-pound sisters escalates into a backyard altercation and a llama stampede." Amy was humiliated. Tammy? Elated. "We are trending, Amy," she said, perusing the comments. "Are you suggesting we appear foolish?" Amy lamented, concealing her face with a towel. Amidst the chaos, an unusual occurrence transpired. The family gathered, battered, drenched, and subdued. Aunt Patty offered Denise a chilled beverage. Cousin Dave, still saturated with pool water, exchanged a joke with Tammy. "Perhaps that was necessary," Amy remarked softly. "Occasionally, the most tumultuous days serve to remind us of our familial bonds." Tammy acquiesced. "Indeed. Next time, let us simply go bowling." Nonetheless, on a misty morning at Heathrow Airport, Amy and Tammy Slayton disembarked from the plane, their eyes filled with anticipation. The vibrant metropolis of London awaited them, brimming with fresh experiences, unforeseen delights, and, most significantly, British cuisine. "This air has an exquisite aroma," Amy chuckled, pulling her shimmering luggage behind her. "It has the scent of rain and nobility," Tammy remarked, retrieving a wrinkled list from her sweatshirt pocket labeled, "UK Bucket List." The sisters received an invitation to London for a documentary focused on body acceptance and sisterhood. Nevertheless, they perceived it more as a vacation, a long-anticipated reprieve from the turmoil of Dixon, Kentucky. Their initial destination was the renowned Big Ben. Tammy attempted to capture a selfie, but the clock tower scarcely fit into the frame. "Alas, my head is obstructing once more," she lamented. "That's acceptable. You are the primary focus regardless," Amy jested. Subsequently, they meandered to a quaint British pub. The menu showcased traditional dishes, fish and chips, steak and kidney pie, and sticky toffee pudding. Amy ordered one of each. Tammy acquiesced, murmuring, "When in London, their food vlogging camera recorded as they tasted dishes and provided candid evaluations. This pie tastes as though a steak mated with gravy," remarked Amy. "This pudding has the potential to alter my beliefs," Tammy remarked earnestly. On the second day, The sisters participated in a guided tour of Buckingham Palace. Amy adorned a tiara purchased from the souvenir store, while Tammy sported Union Jack sunglasses. "Do you believe the Queen's specter is observing us at this moment?" Tammy murmured. "I hope it does not occur while I am consuming this chocolate bar." Amy spoke with her mouth full. Suddenly, a polished black sedan arrived, and a woman like Kate Middleton emerged. Tourists gasped. Tammy clutched Amy's arm. "Maintain composure, Amy. Perform it majestically." Tammy executed a clumsy curtsy, almost losing her balance, while Amy waved with her incorrect hand. The woman smiled courteously, evidently entertained. Subsequently, they discovered that it was not Kate Middleton, but rather a renowned lookalike TikToker known as Duchess Deb. "It still counts," Tammy remarked with a shrug. In the center of London's Soho district, the sisters frequented a fashionable cafe for a healthy detox smoothie. The staff murmured and gestured, and they soon discerned. They were acknowledged. "You are the 1,000-pound sisters. May I take a selfie?" inquired the waitress enthusiastically. Before they realized it, a throng had assembled. A brief pandemonium ensued when an individual attempted to seize Tammy's smoothie. "I will advocate for this banana mango amalgamation," she cautioned. Security was required to escort them away, but not before they signed autographs on napkins, receipts, and one individual's forehead. The following morning, they toured the River Thames. While on the Millennium Bridge, Amy abruptly became silent. "Recall when we were merely two girls confined to our living room, fantasizing about departing the country?" Tammy acquiesced. "Observe our current situation. London, indeed." "I acknowledge our conflicts, Tammy," Amy stated, her voice trembling. "However, I would not wish to experience Big Ben, faux Kate, or even consume peculiar green smoothies with anyone else." Tammy embraced her sister, stating, "Same." Let us locate the Harry Potter tour. Prior to returning to the US, the sisters were invited on a British chat show. Attired in coordinating flowery gowns and consuming tea, they recounted their weight loss experiences, familial disputes, and the resilience of sisterhood. A surprise guest, Chef Gordon Ramsay, arrived and initiated a scone baking competition. Amy mistakenly utilized salt in place of sugar, while Tammy produced scones that were excessively hard. Ramsay was appalled, although the audience found it entertaining. Upon the plane's eventual landing in Kentucky, the sisters possessed luggage brimming with memories and approximately 10 boxes of tea. Amy groaned. "We didn't meet the Queen, but we conquered London." Tammy smiled. "Next destination, Paris?" Amy gazed at her. "Let us commence with Waffle House." They chuckled, aware that despite the fluctuations of their journey, the world seemed less daunting with their sister alongside them. Nevertheless, after years of residing in the same neighborhood, Tammy Slayton was finally prepared for a change. Her sister Amy had already relocated to an exquisite house with her children, and now it was Tammy's opportunity to discover her ideal home. The notion of possessing her own space, somewhere tranquil, comfortable, and distinctly hers, had been burgeoning in her mind since her significant weight loss journey began transforming her life. "Are you prepared for this?" Amy inquired, sipping a large iced coffee as she arrived in her minivan to collect Tammy. "As prepared as I shall ever be." Tammy chuckled while readjusting her eyeglasses. "However, this had better not be a tour of a haunted house." Amy chuckled. "No guarantees." The two sisters contacted a local real estate agent, Miss Jackie, a Southern woman in her 50s characterized by voluminous hair, extravagant jewelry, and a penchant for drama. Jackie was exceedingly enthusiastic about assisting the Slayton sisters. She welcomed them with embraces and a clipboard filled with property listings. The initial residence was a quaint cottage situated in the town's periphery. It featured a spacious front porch with a swing, numerous trees, and a chicken coop. Tammy entered and exclaimed, "Amy, this place emits an odor of bacon and raccoons." Amy erupted with laughter. "That is merely rural air, girl." Tammy liked the serene atmosphere and natural surroundings. However, when a squirrel darted across the kitchen counter during the tour, she shook her head and stated, Next house, please." Jackie thereafter escorted them to a contemporary penthouse in the downtown district, including streamlined gray walls, an integrated fireplace, intelligent lighting, and an internal elevator. "I feel like I'm in the future," Tammy muttered as she walked into the glass shower with rainbow LED lights. Amy was also impressed until she observed the kitchen. "There is only one cabinet. Where shall we store the snacks?" Tammy affirmed, "There is no possibility that I will reside in a house that lacks a designated area for snacks." Their ultimate destination was a modest yet inviting cottage situated on a tranquil neighborhood, characterized by amiable neighbors and rose bushes adorning the front. The interior had warm hues, expansive entrances, and plenty room for Tammy's exercise apparatus and a comfortable reading alcove. Tammy strolled into every room silently. In the backyard, there was a covered space with a hammock. She addressed Amy. "I believe this could be the moment." Amy blinked. "Is that true?" "I envision myself here," Tammy remarked quietly. Barbecues in the backyard, morning coffee on the front porch, perhaps even acquiring a dog. Amy became emotional. "You have made significant progress, sister." They embraced. Miss Jackie, observing from the veranda, wiped her eyes. "You have truly brightened my day." Tammy relocated to her new cottage, where she adorned her bedroom walls with a light lavender hue, acquired new furnishings, and cultivated her own flowers. Amy frequently came with her sons, and on occasion, the two sisters would sit on the porch swing, sipping sweet tea and discussing former neighbors. Tammy discovered not merely a house, but a home, and an entirely new chapter in her life. Nevertheless, Tammy Slayton, a star of 1000 LB Sisters, inadvertently confirmed her engagement to Andrea Dalton recently. The couple appears to be in a celebratory mood following the announcement. Although Slayton did not specify the exact occasion, they recently marked an anniversary. This is evident as she solicited an unconventional gift from fellow TLC personalities Darcy and Stacey Silva. The twins, who previously appeared on 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days, before launching their own series, Darcy and Stacey, were asked by Slayton for a cameo, a personalized video message, to commemorate the special occasion with her partner, according to 9 Entertainment. In the cameo video, the Silva sisters extended their congratulations to Slayton and Dalton on their anniversary. "Tammy booked this," they stated. "We love you," they continued. The twins then engaged in playful antics on a vibration platform, resulting in their voices becoming comically unsteady. On a more earnest note, the sisters conveyed their heartfelt wishes to the 1,000-pound star and her fiancé. "You have your twins here always and forever. Happy anniversary." The television twins concluded before dismounting the vibration machine. "It's time to get off this thing because my brain is shaking," one remarked. "I got a head rush," the other sister added. "We are currently feeling disoriented, yet we hold deep affection for you. Thank you once more, and happy anniversary to you both." "You are exceptional," stated Stacey. "We must meet, and we will send you something special. Please provide us with your address. Perhaps a charming hat or sweater, something you both can wear," she elaborated. "We are immensely excited for your future endeavors." "You are the quintessential duo and the premier couple," Stacey asserted. In June 2025, during her interview with the Creative Chaos podcast, Slayton inadvertently disclosed her engagement to her girlfriend. During their candid discussion, Slayton referred to Dalton as her fiancé, prompting the host to seek clarification. "My fiancé, and I typically relax at home," Slayton began. The host interjected, asking, "Wait, you said fiancé?" She blushed, confirmed the announcement, and displayed her engagement ring. She also showcased a necklace inscribed with her fiancé's name. "Goodness, that is so adorable," the host exclaimed. This revelation astonished both the host and the 1,000-pound fans. The couple's engagement followed 3 years of courtship, as she disclosed on the podcast. She was formerly wed to Caleb Willingham until his death in 2023. Fans inundated the YouTube comment section to respond to the startling revelation. So, she just disclosed that she has been with Andrea for 3 years and never informed anyone. Until recently, wow. Andrea must be immensely proud of her progress, a fan remarked. This was the best. Thank you for featuring Queen Tammy and Tammy. We appreciate your authenticity. Another user commented, Tammy, you are an inspiration. Thank you for sharing your narrative. Our family has not missed an episode. A third fan expressed, greetings, esteemed viewers. Welcome to my channel. I am Mina, and I hope your day is going splendidly. If you appreciate the video, please remember to subscribe to the channel.